Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 100 Season 7 Episode 14, A Sort of Homecoming. This episode is going to be pretty divisive. I think many will like it and many will probably hate it. I personally am pretty split. I think it had a lot of redeeming qualities but also a lot of things that just feel weird. Although I will say Jessica Harmon, who plays Nyla, did a really good job at directing the episode. So our crew appears back on Earth, right in the middle of the second Dawn bunker, with Bill swallowing a nano-tracking program and teleporting back to Bardo. I'm assuming also the gun that I swear I heard Clark throw on the ground after killing that disciple must have also swallowed a nano-tracking program because that is right back with Clark at the start of the episode. Speaking of returning, for the first time since episode 4, Gaia is back, and she's only been on Earth for a few days, so the time dilation between Earth and Sanctum are fairly close. We get outside and everything has regrown, with us seeing Polis Tower in the background, and Murphy gets his one-liner, Earth is back, which I feel it's more of an Octavia line. It just would have been more in keeping with her theme if we saw her say something like that. Clark tells the group that she killed Bellamy, and they all react how I was expecting them to react, so that the episode isn't filled with a lot of hatred. In my opinion though, the way they react is way too logical of a response for his sister and girlfriend, but it just wouldn't have worked within the episode if they all reacted differently. The crew comes up with a plan and Clark returns to her good old self, deciding to make life and death decisions that aren't hers to make at all. To be honest, a lot of this episode is nothing but put in a pretty packaging, which kind of sucks considering this is one of the last episodes of the final season. Don't get me wrong, I like this side of our group. Nyla, Jordan and Hope share a 200-plus-year-old bottle of Monty's moonshine, which is one of my favourite scenes of this episode, which really should tell you how lacking it is until closer to the end. Also, the Gabriel on the piano scene was fantastically done, but still just nothing in a pretty packaging. Although I believe the song was Woodkid's The Other Side, which made an appearance in the 100 Season 1 Episode 13, which really reminds me of the old times of the show, and how simple it all was with the Grounders and the 100. But I also feel like this may be a tribute to Bellamy, as the scene that this was shown in was, in my opinion, the kind of death of Clark and Bellamy's mutual disliking of each other. We also get Octavia's return to the bunker, having flashes of what happened, and we also get Lincoln nodded to many times throughout this episode. I also loved the fact that Jessica Harmon, who is Nyla of course, her entire job this episode was to direct herself getting drunk. Which, I mean, sounds like a dream job to me. We also get some backstory on her character and about how her mother was actually Asgeda. Also some fantastic Jordan and Hope scenes. I usually avoid doing the whole shipping thing because, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of people here, but it's really completely ridiculous in reality. But I actually feel like Jordan and Hope were kind of made for each other. Their similarities about the way they grew up are really too massive to ignore. Although the fun ends up pretty quickly, with Sheidheda making a deal with Cadogan and coming through the anomaly. Sheidheda finds out where Maddie is and goes after her, killing Gabriel in the process, which leaves, I believe, all of the Primes dead, so that brings an end to the story of the Primes that began in Season 6. Then, after Gabriel dies for Maddie, Maddie stabs herself with a teleportation knife, going through to Bardo and straight into the hands of Cadogan. And as soon as Cadogan had her, he sent a bomb through into the bunker, which Miller reacted by putting in the tunnel, collapsing it on everyone in there, including Amori and Murphy, which ends off the episode. Again, some people will love this, some people are going to hate it. I definitely see some bad. What Maddie did is one of them. The whole explanation for the travel, just all of it could have been better. It felt very much like an early season to mid-season episode, not a final 3 episodes of the final season one. Anyway everyone, this is where I end the review and go into the promo of next episode, so if you don't want any spoilers from the promo of next episode whatsoever, thank you very much for watching and please leave now, you have been warned. So the promo purposely ignores a lot of the details, but we can see that Murphy and Amori are together, and Murphy seems to be cauterizing Amori's wounds, so she was clearly injured quite severely in the collapse. We also see Octavia and Clark disappear at different times in the promo, which makes sense as they still have 2 pills from the vial that Sheidheda left behind. We also hear the term One Last War, which has been a running theme for many seasons, so at this point they're basically just words. We also see the disciples clearly ready for an assault. You can tell the scenes where the anomaly opens with Clark and Octavia coming through fits with this formation quite well. The scene where the disciples are firing in the hallway likely being from later in the episode, probably protecting Maddie. This is cutting it awfully close to giving us a decent resolution of the entire show in these last 2 episodes. Although I am expecting Maddie to end up giving Cadogan what he needs, and for the last episode to be mainly focused on the final war, or the test, or whatever. One episode doesn't really feel like enough to tackle this big of a task, but we'll have to see if they can pull it off. Anyway everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the future. Bye.